Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into something super cool and super important. How to pick the best passport agent if you're looking to get your Portuguese nationality. So choosing the right agent is a huge step in your journey for Portuguese nationality, and sometimes it can be a bit tricky. But don't worry, I'm here to help guide you to this entire process. So whether you're just starting to think about making your Portuguese passport, or maybe if you're considering switching your agent, I've got the best tips coming up for you. These tips are going to help you make sure that your agent knows their stuff and is on your side all the way until you have that shiny new Portuguese passport in your hand. And let's be real, this isn't just some paperwork you need to submit. We want to make sure you've got the best person helping you navigate this exciting journey. So stick with us as we uncover what makes a great agent, share some stories about what can go wrong, and give you tools to choose the right person for the job. So now that we know why picking the right agent is crucial, let's plant some seeds about what's coming up in this video. We're about to dive into the world of Portuguese passport agents and discover how to spot the best ones. But first, let's set up a little mystery for you to solve. In just a bit, we're going to explore a real-life case story, which is like a mini mystery involving a Portuguese passport agent. This story is not just a tale, but a lesson that can help you avoid some pretty big troubles later on. And guess what? You get to play detective and see if you can spot the warning signs before I reveal them.
Why, you're Sherlock Holmes, wear the damn hat.
So, think you're up for the challenge? You need to listen closely for the clues here. For example, did the agent disappear after getting paid? Or were they super hard to reach right when important questions needed answering? Or did they answer the phone after they were paid? Were they rude to them? These are some big red flags which you need to pick up. And hey, if you think you figured out a clue, don't hesitate to pause the video and comment below what you think. So are you ready to crack this case and learn how to spot the good, the bad, and the sneaky in the world of Portuguese passport agents? So let's begin. Alright, so let's begin with a real life case study. I would call it a scam study with the story of and his wife. So back in June 2023, Old Goa police arrested Corlem on the charge of cheating people by promising to make forged documents and fake Portuguese passports. Now, according to reports, over 50 Goans were cheated, which totaled to lakhs of rupees. Initially, a few cases were successfully done by him, and he did seem to be genuine, to be honest, but later, things started to go bad. This case unfolded right in the heart of Old Goa and is full of lessons on what to watch out for when choosing someone to help you with important documents like your Portuguese nationality or passport. So and his wife found themselves in the hot water after they were arrested for promising to help people obtain their Portuguese birth registration and passport, but instead, they ended up running off with their cash. Here's how it all went down. So they collected the money up front from families eager to obtain their Portuguese nationality, and what happens after they receive the payment is even more telling. After getting the money, and his wife provided zero updates and zero documents. Instead, they started avoiding their clients and not responding to calls and messages. Again, big red flag. And here's where it gets even worse. When some of their clients demanded their money back, wanted to settle for less than what he took, and then stopped responding to his clients altogether. So, did you catch all of those clues? Number 1, promising services without any proof of delivery. 2, taking money up front. 3, and then the sudden disappearance. So these are huge red flags in any transaction, especially when dealing with something as important as your Portuguese nationality. This story teaches us a critical lesson about trust and verification. Always make sure you're dealing with a reputable agent. Check if they have a physical office. Ask for previous success stories. And most important, see if they are responsive and transparent about their processes. If they're hard to reach or vague about their services, it might be a sign to look elsewhere. Remember, the right agent will be transparent, reliable, and proven. They'll walk you through the process and be there when you have questions. Keep these tips in mind and you'll steer clear of scams like the one ran. So detective work can be tough, but it's crucial when it comes to protecting your dreams and, more importantly, your wallet. So, what would be the right criteria for selecting the right agent for your Portuguese nationality? Before we discuss the right criteria for selecting the right agent, let me introduce myself to you. I'm Jason, the founder of TIC Global. At TIC Global, we tackle all the difficult stuff for you, like digging up your birth or marriage records, or navigating through all the tricky paperwork, or even submitting a file in Portugal. I'm also proud to say that we are one of the few consultancies to specialize in birth verification processes after liberation, especially from the ones from Mumbai. So no matter what your story, we've got you sorted. With a 99% success rate, we believe that at any point, if you're stuck in this maze of Portuguese nationality and passports, we can surely rescue you. Now let's get back to the story. Criteria for selecting the right agent. First off, let's talk about what makes a great agent. Not just anyone will do. Here's what you need to look out for. First, knowledge. Your agent needs to be super smart about the whole process of Portuguese nationality. Imagine they're a guide in a tricky video game. They should know every level by heart, especially the tricky parts like birth verification process for clients outside Goa. If you're living far away from where you need to get your documents, your agent should help you find them without you needing to travel. It's like having a search expert on your team. Next point is communication. A great agent is like a good friend. They talk to you, answer your questions, and keep you updated all the time. You shouldn't be left wondering what's happening with your application, and definitely they shouldn't disappear once they get your money. That's really not cool. Not consider past track records. Lastly, let's talk about their past success. Just because someone has helped others before doesn't automatically mean that they're right for you. It's like reading a review before you buy a game or a gadget. You want someone who's not just popular but also really knows their stuff. And beware of agents who sound too good to be true or who pressure you a lot. If they're bossy or don't like talking to you or don't take your call or give you the wrong information, again, those are all red flags. So these are the big 3 tips to keep in mind when choosing your agent for your Portuguese nationality: knowledge, communication, and track record. Keeping these tips in mind, you'll be way ahead of finding the perfect person to help you on your journey to becoming a Portuguese national. An awesome agent makes the whole process exciting and stress-free. You know, back in the day, people often chose their passport agent just because someone they trusted recommended them. It was like following a family recipe, mostly good, but sometimes you do end up with a not so great batch of cookies. But here's the thing, just because your friend or cousin had a good experience doesn't mean you will too. Times have changed, and relying only on what someone says could be a little bit like shooting in the dark with your camera. You might just miss the best shot. And when it's about something as big as your Portuguese nationality, you want to make sure you're making the best choices, right? The risk of picking someone who might not be that great is just too high. Here are some more tools to help you make better choices. Stop checking online reviews. Most of them are paid for. Ask your agent for references and talk to people who've used their services in the past. Plus, you should ask them tough questions directly, like how would they handle a tricky situation? Or what happens in case there's a problem. By using all these modern tools, you can make a super smart decision that keeps you safe and prepares you for your big adventure. That way, you ensure the agent you choose is the best one for the job, and not just because someone said so. Remember, being smart means using all the tools and information you have to make the best decision on your journey. Now it's your turn to take action from what you've learned and use it. But before you go off on your own, if you have any questions about today's video or have your own story you would like to share on how you navigated your Portuguese passport process, drop a comment below. I love reading your stories and I do respond to as many as I can. Also, please share this video with your friends and family who might be dreaming of making their own Portuguese passport. Maybe you can even help them find the right passport agent from what you've learned today. So that's all folks, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.